Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I am not doing a cover, I am going to be doing a basic tutorial for Audacity cover editing. Obviously I'm not a professional, so these are just some tips and tricks that have helped me through my time with Audacity. Let's just get straight into it. So if you guys are looking into cover editing, or if you're a beginner cover artist, Audacity is a great tool to use. It's also a free download online. So if you go into Google, if you guys search up download Audacity on Google, then you guys should get to a page. It should say download Audacity, and then you can download from the site. It works on many things. I'm using a laptop by Mac. Today I'm just going to be using the example of Almost Is Never Enough, which is the last cover I did. What was this cover? Oh, that was loud. So the instrumental for my last cover that I used is just a karaoke version. I copy that link, and then I search up YouTube video to MP3 Converter. That's the site that I use to most easily get my instrumentals into the MP3 version so that I can input them into Audacity. I'm gonna copy my link, I'm gonna press convert. Once you have that, press the download button. Once I have the MP3 version of my instrumental on my desktop, I simply drag it into Audacity. Now that I have my instrumental, and I'm going to tracks just at the top, then I'm going to click add mono track. And you guys are going to be able to see that I just added a completely new track. Once I've added a completely new track, I'm going to record. I just got some earbuds so that the computer audio won't pick up in the mic. Hi, you're down here now. Another note before you guys start recording, make sure that your input is your outside mic if you are using one. It's not giving me the option to select my outside mic even if it's plugged in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to exit out of Audacity. I'm going to save. I'm just gonna restart Audacity. Sometimes you gotta do this if you plug in your mic after you have it started up. Simple as that. So just make sure that your input is your external mic. You don't want to accidentally record with like the built-in mic of your earbuds. Okay, we're back. Need to get my earbuds. For those who don't know, the mic that I use is the blue Yeti in the color silver. It's a really great mic. I decided to upgrade from this mic, which was a fine mic for me. It was, I think, $35 off of Amazon. I'll link the product down below. I really encourage you guys to use either of these mics if you're looking for a USB connected mic. All right, so now that we've, oh, that was an earthquake, I'm sorry. Minor earthquake. So now that we've recorded some raw vocals, we're gonna go in with the first steps of editing. First step with Audacity, it does delay your recording just a bit, so it will not be synced up with the instrumental. So to sync up your vocals with the instrumental, you're gonna zoom in to the point where the time gives you increments of 0.5 and delete roughly 0.3 seconds from each of your recordings. So now if you guys play it back, your vocals will be synced up. Once you've gone into that, you're going to go into noise reduction. So there are a couple ways to do noise reduction. I'm going to show you guys what works best for me and what's easiest for me. So I am going to select the first bit of my piece. As you guys can see, there was a little bit of pickup throughout the beginning of the song. I want to eliminate that throughout the recording. So I'm going to go into Effects. I'm going to click on Noise Reduction, and I'm going to get the noise profile of this segment. That gets the noise profile of your entire raw vocals recording and the small noises that come into your microphone. So now that I have that noise profile, I'm going to double click the entire track. I'm going to go back into Effect, and I'm going to click Repeat Noise Reduction. As you guys can see, some of those bumps went down. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. Usually I do this 3 times at max. If there are any others, I just go through and I manually mute them using this button up here. So I'm going to mute that. I'm going to mute this. Your entire recording will be noise reducted, but there are still some things that you want to go through and eliminate, such as breaths. You guys can see the clip that I've selected here. This is most likely a breath. So if you guys go through your piece, you're probably going to find a couple things in between phrases. So let's check this out. Obviously that sound is a breath. It depends on your preference whether or not you want to keep your breaths in. I choose not to just because it cleans it up a little bit. So I'm going to go back up to that mute button, and I'm just going to manually mute. So we're going to go through each of these small phrases. Obviously you guys can see small things like this, small noises like that you would want to reduct out. I'm going to manually mute. And I'm just going to go through the rest of the song and finish up that noise reduction. So once you've gone through and manually muted those specific parts, if I don't like something within my recording, I can re-record. Say, for example, I don't like this part of my recording. And I want to re-record. I'm going to go to tracks. I'm going to add new again. Because I don't like this section of my recording, I can mute that using that same mute button and re-record it. That's a lie. Wow, I sound like a dying... Whoa, my voice just went shy. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Make sure to also noise reduct those new clips that you create. Now that you've gone through that, I like to just add a little bit of reverb to my voice. It also helps me pick up those last few noise reductions that I missed. It just puts acoustic effects on your voice. It doesn't have any pitch changers or anything like that. It just makes your recording sound more professional in some ways, depending on where you're recording at. Audacity offers it as an effect, so if you go into effects, you can press reverb. And you guys can see my reverb settings. Obviously, it varies for every musician and what you guys want to be sounding like, but these are my go-to settings for reverb. I'm gonna press OK and apply it. Obviously, you guys can see that the vocals are now peaking. It amplified other noise reductions, so I'm just gonna go through my recordings one more time and make sure that I've gotten all my noise reduction bits. You're going to select the entire track and you're going to normalize it. This is just going to normalize the raw vocals. I like to go about 0.1 down. You guys can see that my vocals were normalized. So once you've normalized your vocals, your volume of your recording should be good. If you need to make volume edits, you can simply highlight the section that you want to be edited, go into Effects, press Amplify, and amplify it to whatever degree you want. So if I'm happy with the final product, I'm going to export it as an MP3. Save and title it however you like. I'm going to title mine Almost Is Never Enough. I'm going to save it to my desktop. This warning will pop up in Audacity most likely. There's nothing to worry about with this warning, just that your tracks will be mixed down once you export it. These logistics will pop up. Usually I don't make any edits. And then I press OK. And then it saves to my desktop. Once I have my final recording, I like to put it into iMovie and then layer my video over it. Whatever you want to do with that recording, you have it now produced from Audacity. That was just a very basic tutorial on what works for me as a beginner cover artist on YouTube using the program Audacity. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys are doing well during quarantine, and I will see you on Friday with another cover. Bye!